Welcome to the top 7 vendors you need to hire for your wedding. And bonus tip, I'll tell you how far in advance most of these vendors actually book up. Hey, it's Tristan, DJ Anchor, owner and operator of ArmedWithHarmony, and I've helped over 1,000 couples with planning their wedding, not just for DJs and entertainment, but for the overall flow and success of the day. I want to help save you money, save you time, and most importantly, save you the stress in wedding planning. Most couples have no game plan on how to start wedding planning and are overwhelmed in the order to attack this huge list. And here is the list in order, starting with the highest priority of what vendors you should hire first to make wedding planning a breeze. And do me a favor, do your research first. Find the top 3 vendors you like in each category, and then only meet in person or virtually with those choices. And remember, it's not always about price. Value and experience matter huge in the success of your big day. So go read those online reviews. Number 1, venue and/or ceremony space. Now you have a date and location, and that is a first huge step. Now you can tell all other vendors that I'll cover shortly when and where you need them. And if you don't secure this first, you may end up having to tell other vendors your date and location has changed and now they may not be available. Some venues allow you to bring your own food and alcohol, and some do not. This is the most common question I see online in the Facebook groups, and food and beverage, just so you know, will be your number 1 expense on your wedding day. Some venues come with a possibility of ceremony space. Others, you'll have to find a separate location, and this will affect the flow of your day. And remember, your wedding day is only that. One day. You can't get that time back. Rustic versus chic often are the comparison for venues. The more work you do, the more money you will save, but you'll lose the time. The less work you do, the more you will pay, but you'll gain time with family and friends. Guest accommodations on-site is something to consider, especially if you're having family from out of town, and these vendors for venues usually buck up anywhere between 12 and 36 months. That's 1 and 3 years in advance. Number 2, food. Sometimes this comes with your venue, and sometimes if you spend enough with the rental space, it becomes free, or you may be charged a minimum. We always hear that food and music are the things people remember most about attending weddings. Now remember, while yes, you're getting married, you're also throwing and planning the biggest party of your life. Having a good meal, hot and ready on time, is key, as this can disrupt the flow of your day. Treating your guests to a good meal is your way of saying thank you for coming to celebrate with us. Some older guests or guests with kids may only attend the ceremony, cocktails, meal, and/or speeches, as it's a night out for them and they want to make it special. A good meal also gives the rest of your guests the energy to tear up the dance floor until the early morning and helps absorb that alcohol they'll probably be consuming. Many people forget to eat and snack during the day, as it's such a busy day and there's so much jam-packed with it going on, they forget to eat. Late lunch is typically served between 10:30 and 11 p.m. and these food and catering, if it doesn't come with your venue, usually book between 12 and 24 or 1 to 2 years in advance. Number 3, photo and video. Many of these vendors are solo operations, meaning they book up fast. Just like food and music, this is an art, and you need to love their style, but also you want to mesh with their personality. You may need to hire 2 separate vendors, as they may cover both photo and video, but wedding-specific photography is key, as they need to work with your timeline in a real-world setting with each vendor you work with, and they need to respect the timing of a wedding and the flow of your day. This isn't studio photography. This covers posing with your bridal party, like a studio, live action shots at a ceremony and speeches where special moments unfold and happen at any time, and they need to be ready for that. And understanding how weddings work is just as important as the quality of their work. And let's face it, humans, we're awkward. So your photographer and videographer need to be able to direct you in order to get the kind of results you want from your photos and videos. Asking about the turnaround time and how you get your content delivered is key. Do you get all the photos? Do you get a gallery online? Do they do some prints? Are the engagement photos included as part of your wedding day package? Photographers and videographers are definitely a hot commodity, booking anywhere between 12 and 24 or 1 to 2 years in advance. Number 4, DJ/entertainment. The The DJ is often present for your entire day, potentially from the ceremony all the way to 1 a.m. We're often the first to arrive and the last to leave. Even if we're not part of the ceremony, we will end up controlling over 50% of your reception from 9 p.m. dance start till 1 a.m. dance end, and potentially up to 8 hours from 5 o'clock cocktails till the end of the night at 1 a.m. Most DJs can offer complimentary items that make planning easier, like photo booths, lighting, mic for ceremony and speeches, projector and screen, and special effects. We have touch points with almost all of your vendors. We work with your JP at the ceremony, venue for load in and load out, the MC at reception, caterer to call supper and late lunch, photographer for first dance lighting, bartenders for last call, and all of your guests for requests. Just like a good photographer, a good DJ will understand the flow of a wedding and anticipate those special moments to make them spectacular. Preparation is what makes a good DJ great, along with playing the right music at the right time. Typically, DJs book up between 10 to 14 months in advance, which would be a year plus or minus 2 months. Number 5, limousine or transportation. Getting you and your bridal party to and from photos, to the ceremony and back, and to the venue on time while still being able to have a few drinks is huge. Such a paramount thing. Your wedding is spent with friends and family and is usually about 10 to 16 hours during that day, and you want to maximize on that time and that fun together. You will spend over a year planning your wedding, so don't waste any special moments. Saturdays are always the busiest day for limousines and transportation, and all it takes is for a huge concert, sports game, or tourism event to happen, and you'll be left scrambling to find a way to ride in style with the people that mean the most to you. Typical limousines book between 6 and 12 months in advance, depending on the time of year that you book. Number 6, minister, priest, or justice of the peace. These people are all individual. Luckily, some of them do multiple ceremonies in one day, providing they're available and the time works with the time you have for your ceremony space. Most public spaces give you a 1-hour time block, and most ceremonies are about 15 minutes in length. This gives you 30 minutes for preceding, 15 minutes to exit the space, plus your 15 minutes for your ceremony. If the ceremony is outdoors for more than 30 people, I highly suggest at minimum a sound system with a mic so all your guests can hear. Remember, you as a couple can hear each other and your vows, but will grandma and your guests be able to hear if the wind picks up? If you have a mic, your videographer will also be able to get a recording of your vows, which will be a keepsake forever and also be worked into your wedding day video. It's also ultra important that you arrive to the ceremony early, as your venue and JP only have a specific allotted time available to you, and we don't want to keep your guests waiting. Trying to accommodate for multiple people and who are already nervous, it makes for a really challenging time to get everybody together and organized at the same time. Typical for a minister, priest, or justice of the peace, book around 6 months in advance. And number 7, the dress. Finding the perfect dress can take some time, and I know it's hard not to put this thing first, ladies, okay? You want it to be the first thing. I know there's only one perfect dress, but they don't make more locations or wedding dates, which is why venue is number 1. Dresses can take time, so being able to order if needed, waiting for the launch of a new collection or from a certain designer needs to be considered. When you do receive it, remember alterations may need to be done, and if you give yourself time, things will always work out. Leaving it too late will cause rush deliveries, more money, and yes, that worst thing, stress of not knowing if and when it will show up with enough time to alter it. If you do have to buy off the rack, that is an option, but keep in mind it will need to be maybe your second choice of dress. Expect to place a 50% deposit or retainer to say yes to that dress. Timeline, start shopping between 10 and 12 months in advance, and order time is suggested between 6 to 9 months in advance. Bonus, I didn't mention event planner or wedding planner. They do your entire wedding plan, which could be a year or more time to do that. The second option is usually the month of wedding planning, where all the vendors and stuff and all the questions about your day start to come into play. And then the third one is either week, but typically day of, to help with decor and things like that. Definitely a very important piece that could take all of this entire video and put it into one, because they would handle that for you. And another bonus, shouts out to hair and makeup. I know a lot of you ladies love to make sure you look good on your day, so that's very high on your list. But there is lots of makeup artists out there that do a great job. But trying to find a venue and a date at that number 1 spot is always going to be very, very important. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate your time and tuning in. We'll see you again on the next one.